Hi, how's it going? This is Pierre from SalomonFirearms Training and NAAGA's Boston chapter president. Today I'm making this video to share with you guys some ideas for your NAAGA club. I know in the last meeting that we had, some of you were looking for some ideas for activities for during your monthly membership meeting, as well as activities to gain new members. So what I did was I created a schedule, an annual schedule, and there's a couple of variations, but this is the first variation that I'm sharing with you guys. It's really a basic level schedule, and it's designed to help walk those new shooters through. So you're most likely going to be taking in a lot of new shooters, especially last year when new gun owners have exploded in numbers. And so you're having a lot of first-time gun owners, a lot of new shooters, and they're looking to join the club and they're looking to participate in activities. So the schedule that we created is designed to walk new shooters through the process of learning all the different platforms, as well as giving some of your experienced shooters an opportunity to teach and train. So one of the things that I think to help make a chapter grow, and I think is very valuable, is one, getting those new gun owners knowledgeable on all their local laws, being knowledgeable on their federal laws, and as well as mastering basic skills. And for your experienced shooters, they should be taking that leadership role, mentoring, and then also getting official credentialing, so that way they can professionally teach their other club members as well as give certifications. So in a club, not only do you want to get the training done, you want to get the paperwork done, and that will also lead to other things. So as I always say in my training, firearm training is a vehicle, right? It's a vehicle for self-defense. It's a vehicle for economic prosperity, because if you worked for armed security, you'll be making more money than doing unarmed security. You know, it's a vehicle to teach young boys discipline and get young girls involved and all these things. So there's a lot of different initiatives and goals you can accomplish through firearm training. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, that we're not just training just to shoot, we're training for a specific reason, and we're using this firearm training as a vehicle to launch, different initiatives and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the screen around and I'm going to share it with my annual schedule. And then what I'll do later on in time is I'll show you different activities that you can do so that your club members could be happy, can stay engaged, and to attract new members. Remember, the goal is to always participate with the community, get them involved, get the community leaders, the organizations, reach out to them and say, hey, we want you to participate in this event. So with our chapter, we always let you come in for the first time. So the first time you can come, you can observe, you can participate, and then you can kind of see how we get it done. And then you can then participate, choose to join and participate, or, if you decide it's not for you, then that's cool. So this schedule is really built for a new organization, and even for the ones that have been around for a while, it gives you an opportunity to build on the basics, because even if you're doing all type of advanced tactical training, everything really boils down to the fundamentals. And if you don't have a mastery of the fundamentals, then you can't do advanced training. And also, a lot of people, this schedule forces you to get out of your comfort zone. A lot of people, they're only experienced with one type of platform. They only got semi-autos, but they never shot any long guns. So you want them to have a mastery of all the different platforms, because once they learn long guns, then they could go hunting, they could do other things and stuff like that. So sometimes people are like, oh, why would you want to shoot a single action revolver? That's horrible. Yeah, if you're looking at it in the aspect of self-defense, but if you're looking at it in the aspect of, hey, we want to learn a new platform, we want to have a complete understanding of all the different guns and understand that every firearm has its place in the training curriculum. So I'm going to share you my schedule. Don't want to make this video too long, and then we'll go over that. All right, thank you. Hey guys, we're back. As you can see here, this is our annual schedule for our Boston chapter meeting. We meet on the first Thursday of every month from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then we accept ages 8 and up. So as you can see here, what I did was I highlighted the dates that we have, right? So that way our members and anybody who's interested can see the exact date that we meet every year. So I break it down really easy, and I also highlight it so that way it's very easy for their eyes to read. Remember, as a leader and as a business owner, whenever you're looking to do stuff and gain more clients, you want to make it user friendly and very easy to identify. Now, what you'll see here is that the location, right? The location will vary. Now, the reason for us why the location will vary because the activities we're looking to do will sometimes be outside of our immediate city. Like for example, Boston is a urban city area. There's not a lot of ranges and things for us to do there. So a lot of times we have to travel and leave the city in order to conduct those activities. For example, New Hampshire has a range where you can shoot, any caliber, you can shoot machine guns and things like that. So if we're going to do any activities that require the outdoors, we tend to leave the city and go elsewhere. So sometimes the location will change, even though like you may have a headquarters or something like that. The way we broke down our chapter is broken down into two parts. So the first part is the knowledge portion. So I'm sure you guys have heard the phrase knowledge, skills, and attitude in your various trainings. So I always want to feed the mind as well as feed the body. So generally in the beginning of our meetings, we'll have the first half discussing things to feed people's brain. So here, like next weekend, this week we're going to be doing a review on mass firearm laws. So we're having a lot of new members, a lot of new shooters. So we want people to let them know to let them know what they're allowed to do and not allowed to do. And then on the second half of the meeting, you'll see that we're going to be shooting single action revolvers. And then based on the caliber of the individual, they'll either be shooting 22s, 38 specials, 357s. And it gives you an opportunity to show people all the different types and variations. Now, most gun owners would never use a single action revolver for self-defense, but it's actually really good for young children because they can't rapid fire. They can't just pull the trigger a bunch of times. It forces them to load and unload and be very precise about what they do. So because we train as young as 8, some guns that might not be good for self-defense would be very good for a child. So every gun, like I was saying earlier, has its purpose, and you got to understand what the goal that you're trying to do with that firearm or during that day. So as you can see here, throughout the year, every month, we're picking a different category. So for April, we're going to be doing single action revolvers. Then May, we're doing double action revolvers. Then semi-automatic pistol, bolt action rifle pistol, lever action, semi-automatic automatic rifle shooting, break action shotgun, pump action, semi-auto shotgun. So what that does is it allows your members to be a well-rounded gun owner. You don't want to just be heavy in one platform and then be completely ignorant of another platform. So you always want to have a complete mastery, and you always want to take things in a comprehensive review. So as you can see here, this lets members know what they're going to need to do. So if they need to get a gun belt because we're going to be doing some type of training or whatever, it lets people plan ahead also on the type of ammunition they're going to need. So if they know that we have, shotgun shooting, later in the year, then they're going to start stockpiling on their 12 gauge and their 410s and stuff like that, and allows them to properly plan. Now, this schedule is flexible, so this is something that, we present in the beginning of the meeting, or the executive board will discuss, do we want to stay with the schedule? We can easily take something out and then do drawing from the holster training and stuff like that. So depending on what stage your club is at and how proficient your members are, you may choose to do a different activity. But I kind of did a restart with my club. I said, hey, we're going to start back from the basics. We're going to run through everything that we're supposed to do. And then afterwards, we can do some more advanced training. Now, just because you meet once a month, it doesn't mean you can't conduct other training. Like I'm a full-time training facility. I own my own firearm training company. So NAAGA might be meeting once a month, but that doesn't mean my members can't take other classes and stuff like that. So sometimes, you can take other trainings throughout the month if you want to, do advanced training. But this right here just shows you how you can break it down. So, on another day, since we talked about mass firearms law review, maybe people wanted more information. So maybe people wanted information on self-defense laws. So maybe on May, we will do, instead of to be determined, we'll say, okay, well, we want to do stand your ground laws. So we'll do stand your ground, right? Duty to retreat, and then castle doctrine, right? So now, maybe that mass firearms law, you got a lot of questions, and then now people want to know more information. So it's not just about shooting your gun. It's about, not only is it about using your gun, but knowing how to use it, when to use it, what to do, and why you're doing that. So too often do people go to the range and they just shoot and they're not thinking about what they're doing, why they're doing it, and how to do it properly. So here I just came up with an activity. We want to cover stand your ground laws, duty to retreat, castle doctrine, because people want to learn about, how to protect themselves in the home if there's a violent home invasion or somebody tries to rob them on the street. So here, it was to be determined, but then during our next meeting, we discussed that, hey, we want to talk about this topic. So this schedule could be very fluid. You can say, hey, instead of semi-auto, we want to do something else because there's this special event that's happening or whatever. So I just wanted to share this tactic that I'm doing at my club where we have some formal education in the classroom. So we're always having some type of classroom training. And then after that, we work on the physical gun training. And then you can do that. So check that out with your club. All right, guys, I hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, please give this video a like, give us a subscribe, follow, all that stuff. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're going to be pushing out a lot of content to help out other people who are interested in guns and in helping specifically our organization. So I hope you found that material helpful. And then if you have any questions or concerns or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. My name is Pierre, Solomon Firearms Training. I am NAAGA's Boston chapter president. My phone number is 857-523-0776, as well as info@SalomonFirearms.com if you want to shoot me an email. We also have a website as well, www.SalomonFirearms.com. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions or concerns, like I said, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to training and communicating with you all soon. All right, thank you. Bye.